Good day, everyone. Our topic for today's lesson is all about multiple intelligences and their challenges in teaching. Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences. So many of us are familiar with three broad categories in which people learn. First, the visual learning. Second, auditory learning. And third, kinesthetic learning. Beyond these three categories, many theories often approaches toward human learning potential have been established. Among them is the theory of multiple intelligences, developed by Howard Gardner, PhD, John H. and Elizabeth A. Hobbs, research professor of cognition and education at the Harvard Graduate School of Education at Harvard University. Gardner's early work in psychology and later in human cognition and human potential led to his development of the initial six intelligences. Today, there are eight intelligences, and the possibility of others may eventually expand the list. Gardner asserts that regardless of which subject you teach, art, science, history, or math, you should present learning materials in multiple ways. Gardner goes on to point out that anything you are deeply familiar with, you can describe and convey in several ways. We teachers discover that sometimes our own mastery of topic is tenuous. When a student asks us to convey the knowledge in another way and we are stumped. Thus, conveying information in multiple ways not only helps students learn the material, it also helps educators increase and reinforce our mastery of the content. In the end, students' learning is enhanced when instruction includes a range of meaningful and appropriate methods, activities, and assessments. Gardner himself asserts that educators should not follow one specific theory or educational innovation when designing instruction, but instead employ customized goals and values appropriate to teaching, subject matter, and student learning needs. Addressing the multiple intelligences can help instructors pluralize their instruction and methods of assessment and enrich student learning. Next, we will discuss about the different multiple intelligences. Verbal linguistic intelligence. It is a well-developed verbal skills and sensitivity to the sounds, meanings, and rhythms of words. Next, logical mathematical intelligence. It is ability to think conceptually and abstractly, and capacity to discern logical and numerical patterns. Next, spatial visual intelligence. Spatial visual intelligence is the capacity to think in images and pictures to visualize accurately and abstractly. Next, bodily kinesthetic intelligence. It is ability to control one's body movements and to handle objects skillfully. Musical intelligences. It is ability to produce and appreciate rhythm, pitch, and timbre. Next, interpersonal intelligence. It is the capacity to detect and respond appropriately to the moods, motivations, and desires of others. Next, intrapersonal. It is a capacity to be self-aware and in tune with inner feelings, values, beliefs, and thinking processes. The next one is naturalist intelligence. It is the ability to recognize and to categorize plants, animals, and other objects in nature. Psychologist Howard Gardner developed this theory in 1983. He claimed that people have eight independent ways of processing information, which are: first, verbal linguistic, word smart; second, logical mathematical, logic smart; third, visual spatial or picture smart; fourth, auditory musical, music smart; fifth, bodily kinesthetic or body smart; sixth, interpersonal, a people smart; seven, intrapersonal, self-smart. 8. Naturalistic, nature-smart. So those are the 8 independent ways of processing information by Howard Gardner. So that would be all for today's lesson. So kindly visit our description below. Sources are also added there.